Alright, this is the third video I'm going to do on using methods, calling it using methods 3. And as we go along, like right here I have the import already in. As we go along we're going to have more and more already typed out, because by now you should know the import function pretty well, and you should know how to get your main method ready. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to first type in a new method, public void, and let's call it method1. No, sorry. And then inside method1, let's say we need a scanner. So scanner input equals new scanner system.in, and we'll tell the user to input a double. So input a double, and then we'll call it a double x equals input dot next double, and let's call this method, instead of method1 we'll call it input a double. That'll go with what they're doing a little bit more. Most of the time whenever I name methods I name them very literal things. It's normally a short description of what it's doing. So for our next method, let's say public void display double. And let's say I want two different methods to call in the display double, and they're going to display different things. Let's see. I want to display a double, so I'll type in my data type double a double. Oh, sorry, that should be a lowercase d. Double, and I'll call it a. We'll just call it a. So the double is and then we'll tell it to display a. In this method we call our second method. So we'll go with display double, and we input x. Oh, need to start this up here. So using methods 3 Joey equals new, using methods 3 Joey dot input a double, input a, oh, D is supposed to be capitalized, that's why I did it wrong there. So notice what's going to happen. First the program is going to go to this method, and it's going to say, alright, need to read in the scanner, tell the user to input double, and then we'll take in that double. And this method is going to call that double x. It doesn't really matter what it calls it. And it's going to call the display double method, and it's going to send in x, which this method sends in a double, because x is a double. In this method over here, it doesn't know what this method called, what it's sending in. All it knows is that it's supposed to take in a double, and it's going to call that a. So we're going to run this program, and put a double, 67.8, and then it displays that. What if we had another method, public void input another double. So we'll do scanner input equals new scanner system.in. If I'd put this line of code up here in my main method, I wouldn't have to retype this each time. But I didn't, so I'm going to have to. Input a double, and then double, we'll call it y. And we can actually call this one x. We will double name it. Double x equals input dot next double, and then we'll tell this one to also display double. Alright, Alright, so notice what's going to happen. There's going to be two different X's, and this one's going to display both of them, but they can be different things. Then we'll, from this right here, we'll call the input another double method. Oh, it should be Joey.input another double. Alright, we'll run this. Let's see, input a double, because here's where it happened. It went here and was like, alright, go to the input a double method, then it goes right here, and here's where we are in the program, input a double, so 65.7, then it tells me a double is 65.7, and now we're right here in the program now. After I input that, what happened is the computer said, alright, we've input a double, where are we? We're right here. And it says, alright, we're going to display the double. Alright, that's the end of that set of instructions. We'll go back to the method that called us. Well, there's no instructions here, so we're going to go back to the main, and then it's in the input another double method. And we're right between these two lines in it. Is input a double. Let's go 89.5, and then it displays that double. So here I had two different methods displaying two different doubles. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Here I have two different methods with the same variable name, but they send that into another method to display that variable. In that method that displays the variable, which is one here, display double, calls that variable something else, and it still displays it just fine, and the computer doesn't get confused on which one is which. Alright, this is kind of a lot to grasp, but first you may want to play with it or play around with it a little bit. Maybe ask someone who knows a little bit more than you about computers to help you out with in this. If you want another video on it, let me know and I'll make a few more. Thanks for watching.